Hi friends, this is Addie and welcome. Today is Monday, June 24th, 2024, and this is episode 19. I've got quite a few starts. I believe, one or two starts and finishes. I've got a bit of whips that I've touched, and I have plans to share. If you're a new viewer, welcome. I hope you like the content. You subscribe. Give a like, leave a heart comment, letting me know you're liking my content, and notification bell. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Adia, her craziness is back. Yes. You know, I'm all over the place. I think it has something to do with a little bit of ADD. I'm not sure as yet, but I believe I have an ADD brain. Anyway, as you may be aware, this is my journey, my attempt to document my cross-stitching journey, and a little bit of my life journey too. So I'll just start a little bit and just we'll go for there. There's no bulletin. I didn't write anything down because I figured if I started writing things down, I was gonna forget or I was gonna be all over the place. So yes, I'm still gonna be all over the place. Life update. I got myself a little part-time job, so that I think that is one of the reasons why I haven't been stitching as much as I normally do. And I've definitely not been able to update videos because, or record any videos because of the little part-time job, which I'm thankful for. I'm so thankful for. I know that I've been expressing to everyone that, you know, look for the good in every, not every day is a good day, but look, there's good in every day. So I have task myself to mentally, emotionally, and spiritually look for the good in everything and every day. And I'm looking for the good in every day, even going to my job. And let's leave that with a big smile. Anyway, that's enough for life updates. Let's move on to my finishes. So I believe you remembered that I had started the hands-on design a year celebration. Oops. It's in double back, so it's really gonna glare. I had started a year celebration. Of course, I finished January and February. I skipped March and April and May, and I started June, because these first 6 were the ones that I started with the hashtag 12 by 12 New Year's Eve, which is the 12 starts from 12 to 12 in New Year's Day. So I've completed June, and I started July. So that's one of my starts. So this is my June. I am stitching this in a 32 count. Whoops, sorry about that. Let's try this one more time. As you can tell, it's not pressed. I'm gonna work on finishing it, but it's not finished for this month. It'll definitely be finished for next month. So this is on a 32 count Belfast raw silver opalescent linen, and I used the called for. Isn't it cute? So I am looking forward to finishing it up. I believe I showed in a previous video how I did finish it, which was a little easel and the magnetics, similar to what's on the picture, but a little bit different too. So I previous video I did show January and February's completed, so you have an idea of how I'm gonna finish it. This one is a start and finish, and it is Patriotic Tiny Town. I stitched this on, let me get this before I forget. Where is it? Because I don't want to give you the wrong information. Let me get the little card. Here's the card. Can we see that? Yes, we can see that. I stitched this on an 18 count Ada called Vintage. I had picked up this Ada from Hobby Lobby. I used the called for DMC, not the specialty thread. And I'm glad I didn't. One, because I feel that if I had purchased a specialty thread, I would have been highly upset that I didn't use a lot. Like, it's worth using the DMC, especially because they're so tiny. I love it. So I'm looking forward to try to finish this soon. So what else did I do? Oh, I have a new start. The same hands-on design. Where did I put it? Because I had it here. Here we go. The same hands-on year in celebrations. See, I got thing. But this is July. So I started July. And I'm using the same 32 count Belfast opalescent silver raw linen. So I started that, not much. I think I have like 100, maybe 200. I will be working on that today to, you know, speed up, because this is July. It's for hands-on design. I also started Seside, tiny town, Seside tiny town. Isn't it cute? I'm using the same 18 count Ada vintage, and this is where it's at. Again, like I said, it's a new start. And this is where I'm at. I'm almost halfway done. I'm so loving it. One of my two of my Zoom stitchy friends are stitching this along with me, so I'm really excited about that. And yeah, that's that. So let me put this back in a bag before I forget, and then I get everything all messed up. I am hoping to be able to do some finishes, but you know what? Life is full of curveballs, so I'm not even making any plans. So let's see what's up. Another new start that I have, I started this on the 4th of June. This is being stitched on a 32 count Murano carré called Spa. I guess Murano is the type of fabric. Anyway, I had picked it up from Hobby Lobby. I'm looking for the picture of, I'm looking for the picture of it, and here it is. Let's see if I can get the picture. So this, again, it's a new start. It's a Shannon Christine. It's called Summer Vibes. It's a new start. It's a very pretty. So, like I said, I started this in a 32 count Murano carré called Spa, and this is where I'm at. I love this. The colors are so vibrant. I will be working on this. Colors are so vibrant. I'm using the call for. Anybody that knows Shannon Christine knows that most of her colors are very vibrant. So that's another start that I have. Another start that I have, if I can find it real quick. Yep, here it is. So I started this on, where's the card? I guess I have it written down somewhere. The card must have fallen out. It's called Red, White, and Blue. Excuse the print. This is another Shannon Christine. It's called Red, White, and Blue. I believe I started this on the 1st. I can always address my thing. I am stitching this on a 14 count Ada called Navy in color. And this is where I'm at. I'm trying to make sure that I'm in picture. This is where I'm at. I'm really enjoying this stitch. I'm just super excited to finish it. I've almost completed half a page. I have to do some of the fireworks up here, which I am thinking of using some kind of, instead of using the actual DMC, because it's fireworks, I'm seriously thinking about doing some, that shiny string, how you call it again? Cryonic or treasure braid. So that's my thought process. Again, this is I've done half of the garden, half of the road, the thing, I'm half of the tree, and I'm working on that. So I might omit the white stars. I'm not liking the white stars, and I'm thinking, which are these little white stars, and I'm thinking that's why I'm thinking about making the fireworks into sparkly, so it could really look like a nighttime scene with the fireworks going off. But that was also a new start. So I've had 1, 2, 3. I think it's 3 or 4. 3 starts, 4 starts, 5 starts. Who knows? I'm just having a ball. Okay, let me see, making sure what else I have. Um, so I think that's all for the new starts. Yeah, I think that's all for the new starts. What am I going to talk about now? So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my long dog and my long dog and my Rosewood Manor. So the last time I showed this long dog, let me see. Let me first of all let me show the picture. This is called Jardin de Plaisir. This is what the pattern looks like. It's a long dog. It was part of the hashtag long dog new start, something like that. Anyway, let me see if I find a picture of where it was the last time I showed this. Because smart, intelligent me decided that I was going to try to clean up my, I was going to clean up my photos, and I deleted a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't even know I had. Nope, that's not it. I believe this is the last time I showed this one. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe, maybe not. And I'm not going to go back to look, because that's the only time I see it here. So if I'm correct, it was here. If not, it was a little bit more. But if I'm correct, it was here. If not, oh well. Anyway, so this is where I'm at. It's got a little, I've got a little needle and string, so sorry. This is where I'm at. So I have a couple of boo-boos, but guess what? I don't care. I really don't care. Yeah, this is how this goes. I made a mistake. This flower was also supposed to be the color of the berries, but I did it teal. This color teal was supposed to be the wings of the dragonflies. So now I'm back to the drawing board to decide what color I'm gonna do the wings of the dragonflies, which I have a feeling I'm gonna end up using the same purple, but maybe put some sparkly in it, so you know, like some of that clear Krynic to make it sparkle. So we'll figure it out. So that's where I'm at. As for I think I'm stitching that on a 32 count opalescent linen. That's, I think it's by Zweigard. So my next project, I don't know how far along I was, but let's see. I'm trying to lock it so it doesn't think when this is where I was, and I'm pretty sure, nope, this is where it's currently at, but I'm just gonna share it. This is part of the this is where it's at. This is part of the bake me a cake salve. Bake me a dozen salve from Baker's Dozen salve, whatever. So this is where I'm at. I am behind, but I will be working on this. And I'm sorry I'm all over the place, but I did admit, and I did say that I was going to be all over the place. I do know that's not the last time when I showed it the first time that I had finished working on it from now to then, it's a big difference, and I'm looking for the actual, but I can't find it because I was so intelligent and started deleting pictures that I didn't have to delete. So, the next one that I have is this one. Morning Glory Manor from Shannon Christine. This is where it was at before. This is where it was at before. So I have a story with this one. You guys are gonna laugh at me. I have a story with this one. Apparently I can't count, which we all know that because I've admitted that already. And I must have miscounted or misadded or done something incorrectly, because I literally shifted. I guess I forgot to make notes. Who knows? So this is where I'm at. I actually did this whole piece right here, all of this. I did this entire piece here. And after I did that, I realized that I am off because I was supposed to be up here. If you look through the whole thing, you can see. So it's on timeout. It's on timeout until I decide if I want to leave it and keep on going so that it looks higher, lower, or if I'm gonna rip it up and restitch it, because, and on top of that, I ran out of purple. so I have to, of the DMC purple. So I think it was 40, 45 or something like that. So this might be going into my UFO drum and might be staying there for a while until I decide what I'm gonna do with it, in all honesty, because I'm kind of frustrated with it. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is being stitched on a 25 count Lugana called Maze, and I have substituted the DMC for DMC variegated fancy floss. So that's that. I love the color. I love how it's looking. I'm greatly disappointed in myself for not paying attention and remembering what I was supposed to do to fix it. So that's where I'm at. My next one is Year of the Dragon. And I have worked in adding, I did all of this right here. So before it was like there, and then I started working on this. And this is the hashtag Year of the Dragon is hosted by Floss, I think it's Floss and Fiber Canada and Samantha the Huga Stitcher. So that's part of the Year of the Dragon. And that's what I worked on. I will be working on it some more sometime this month, hopefully. So I believe I touched the whips. I have been, oh, one more. This one is a laugh. Why do I try? Why do I try? I don't know. I guess I like the challenge. And when I mess up, I just laugh at myself and move on. So I started Mill Hill Monday with my girlfriends in the Shalene Creative Zoom. And I started Mill Hill Mondays, which I like and hate. I love the fact that the little kit, and it's cute, and you don't have to be scrambling around for the beads and all of that stuff. So I like that. I don't like the paper. I'm still going to push through. However, I'm upset at myself because yours truly messed up right here, and she doesn't know if she's just going to leave it and keep on stitching or thing, because I have to recount. And I have a feeling that when I count, I'm going to realize I miscounted. So my thought process is to, where did I put it in? Just started over on Dove, 14 count Dove, because I think it'll still look good with Dove, and or even a navy, that pretty navy. I think it'll look really, really pretty with navy. So that's where I'm at right now. But I am going to start, I think I'm going to start this over. It is cute. I am loving it, but I can't count. So we're going to try again. we'll count. And I think this time I'm gonna really focus on counting and not trying to watch TV and be on Zoom at the same time. I cannot multitask. I admit it. I try every day, but I cannot. I just have to stay focused on one thing, because if not, everything goes all over the place. And that's why I always look like if I'm going all over the place, because I'm trying to remember what else I'm supposed to do next. Anyway, I wanted to share with you, I think I got everything. If I don't, oh well, next time. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. I want to share with you the fact that I invited my stitchy girlfriends. I call them the Saturday Stitch Squad. They don't know I call them the Saturday Stitch Squad. But every second Saturday of the month, the four of us normally meet up at 3 Stitches in Spring, Texas. And we stitch, and that's how we became friends. So I personally have tagged them my Saturday Stitch Squad. I hope when they see this, they can agree with me or not. Who knows? Hi, Christine. Hi, Diane. Hi, Julia. Anyway, so I had invited them to let's have a fabric dyeing party. And it was great. I showed them the color dyes that I had purchased, and I took a picture, sent it to them, and based on what I showed, they purchased other colors so that we didn't have duplicates. And it was a blast. Of course, they say pictures or it didn't happen. To respect their privacy, I didn't take any pictures. I thought about taking a picture of the table with the dyes on it. But of course, my hands were on gloves with dyes. And then when I forgot to put on my gloves, my hands are black now. You can see how they look. They're all black. So you know how that goes. Hopefully, anyway, I had a blast. I became a math scientist. I was just picking up dyes and pouring. And it was like, if it looks good, it looks good. If not, there's always black. That was my philosophy. And I'm very, very surprised with the outcome of the fabrics. And I'm going to be sharing them with you, the little ones that I did, and what plans I have for a particular fabric. The fabric, I call it dyeing, but you know what I mean. The fabric dyeing party was such a success. We are already talking. I'm planning to see what day we can do another one, and I believe when we do the other one, I might just end up taking a couple pictures of the table to show the mess and all of that stuff. But I had a blast. I'm still happy about it. This happened Saturday after work, and we spent like 3-4 hours in the afternoon just dyeing fabric and chatting and socializing and munching and crackers and all of that stuff, and cheese and crackers and fruits. And it was just a blast. It was such a wonderful way to just socialize and be in the same vibe and the same energy and have a blast. So I've talked like 5 minutes straight about how great this party was. Let me just start showing you fabrics. So this first one, Julia created it, and she did it on a 28 count, and she used this as I'm gonna have strings and all of that shit all over the place, but who knows? Okay, she did it more as a trial to see how it's going to look, and then if it looked good and if she was happy with it, then she was gonna copy it into a 32 count, which is what she wanted it for. But this was so once she was finished with it, she goes, "Who wants it?" I'm like, "I'll take it. I love it." This is what she did. So she wanted this because she was thinking of doing Lady of the Flag in it, which I might just do it instead of her. I might just do it on this one because I'm still trying to think, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Anyway, so she did this. It's a 28 count, even weave. It was white. We just played, she just played with the dyes and a sponge bobber, whatever you call that, and this is what came of it. And I love it. Like, I love it. I love it. So I might just use it. If I don't use it for Lady of the Flag, if it's big enough, I think I'm gonna try to do the La Di Halloween Quaker. Yeah, or La Di Da, or however you say, La Di Da. I always mix those two, Halloween Quaker, but you know which one I'm talking about. So this was just a little piece of ivory. Here's another one. This was a piece of ivory Ada that I had. I think it's a 14 count ivory Ada that I had, and I just had fun splashing and throwing colors. So this is another one. Yes, I like the little white spots. I like it. I think it's a little creepy, spooky, and I might end up doing a little Halloween something on this. It looks more like gray, blue, and teal mix. That's more the color. Yes, it looks a little washed out, but that's more the color. This is exactly how it looks. So I like that. Again, I became the mad scientist. I was just throwing things. Like, I was like, let me try this one. Okay, so this is a 32 count, and it was the color lime. It was a fabric flare even weave that I had, the color lime, and it was just plain baby lime. It was like literally a pastel lime. I should have taken it before and after. And this is what I did with it. Isn't it super, super awesome? It's like, I love it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I know in my heart I want to do a Halloween. I just don't know what Halloween. It is awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I know it's a fabric flare, so we'll go with that. And then let's do the red. Let me see. Let's do the reds before I go into the yeah, we'll do the reds. So this one was also a fabric flare. It was the color lime, yellow. It's like a baby yellow pastel, because that one was lime. This one's a baby pastel yellow. And then of course I added reds and oranges and wines. You can see the little oranges. And this is what it came out. Loving it. Like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do on it, but guess what? I'll figure it out. At least now I have the fabric. At least I have it now. I mean, don't say, oh, I like that one. What colors? I don't even know what color it was. All I know is I picked up this bottle, I liked it, and I put it on. This is the same. It's so funny because that's an even weave. This is a 14 count opalescent Ada, one of those little Hobby Lobbies, $3.99 for a fat 8. And look, or $4.99. Look, these are the same colors, but on cotton, look how much different it is. This is so pretty. Look at that. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to see if once I press it and straighten it out and stuff like that, I'm thinking to see if I can do one of Nora's little witch pixie fairies, you know, the little bewitched fairies or something like that. I'm thinking that's what I want to do with that, but I'm not 100% sure. Because I was just coloring. I was just throwing colors in and I didn't have a plan. There was only one piece of fabric that ended up being two that I had a purpose to dye, and I will show it to you in a little bit. This is also this is just a plain 32 count plain white even weave, and yep, love it. It could be the other way around. I think this was a lime, yeah, because it has a little L. Yeah, this is the Atomic Ranch lime 32 count. And it's not yeah, it's Atomic Ranch. It's not fabric flare, it's Atomic Ranch. This is the one that had the little yellow in the bottom of it. That's why it has a little yellow undertone in the light pile. You see, like right there, it has those little light yellow undertones, and that's because it was slightly yellow. And the other one was just a white, it was just a white 32 count even weave that I had purchased. I think I purchased it in Hobby Lobby, because most of the plain white ones and stuff like that I purchased at Hobby Lobby, unless I specify that I didn't purchase it there. So this is another one of the Hobby Lobby white opalescents that I tie-dyed, and look at this. Look at this. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty? Look at that. So now my thought is, I wonder if they sell 16 count opalescent, 16 count by the yard opalescent white or even the 14 count opalescent white. You know what? I don't mind stitching on it. It makes my life a little bit easier. Here's another one that I did. It's beautiful. Okay, folks, this is the color I wanted to, this is this color, and that's why I'm thinking about just seeing if I can buy a fat quarter or a half yard of the 14 count white opalescent, because this is the colors that I want. Can you picture Lady of the Flag against this? She would be so, you know, the night sky, you know, with the twinkling stars and a background of fireworks, who knows, but the Lady of the Flag on this. And that's what I was trying to do, because I wanted opalescent. I know that. I didn't have linen white opalescent, so I did have an even weave. And I said, not even a Lugana. I said, let's try it. And this is how it came out, and I think it's very successful. I really, really like it, but it's not as dark as I wanted it. But I think she would look beautiful on this. I think Lady of the Flag will look, I'm gonna fold it in half so we can see it a little bit more dense, and then we can see the little colors. I think Lady of the Flag will look really, really pretty on this. So tell me what you think. Tell me your opinions on what you think about my having a blast in doing this fabric dyeing party. So another one that I did, this was a Atomic Ranch. It was a lilac base, and so I'm also thinking about doing this one for Lady of the Flag, and the reason being is because these look like fireworks, and it's a dark color I want. And if the flag is right here against the blue and the rest of things, she's going to be beautiful. The night skies, you know, yeah. So I might end up doing this. Again, this one was a 32 count, so I have to just check and see, because in all honesty, I've discovered that I prefer stitching mirabilias on 14/28 count. It allows the beads to lay better. However, I also know that if I want to do a 32 count to make it a little bit smaller, all I have to do is convert from Mill Hill to Delica. It's the 12/0 size, and I prefer the Delica beads because for me they fit better. They're more even, they're more tubular, so they look really, really well. So that's what I might end up doing. And then we're done with that. So this is another piece I did. It's a fat quarter. It's a white piece that I just took, and I just threw a little bit of blue and lavender. Of course, you know, that's not exactly it, but I didn't let it sit for long, and this is what I got. And I'm very, very happy. Ouch, that hurt. I'm very, very happy with that. And the last one, this one was a yard of Dove Gray, 16 count Dove Gray that I had. And I want to do the Quaker Tiles USA Flag by Vivsters. So it was just plain gray, and I thought it was boring, and I said, you know what, I think I'd like this. So this is what I dyed, and I'm loving this. Now I'm not sure if I want to use it for the tile, even though it's very pretty and I like it, because I also like this one, and I think I would want to do the Halloween Quaker. However, Halloween Quaker, you need to have either a 32 count or 28 count or something like that, because it has a lot of 1/1. So that's something for me to decide on. And that was it. That was what I have been busy with for the last 3 weeks. I worked last week. Let me see, I'm looking through my thing. I worked on Friday, Saturday. I went on a date with my hubby on a Sunday. I think that was, yeah. And then I didn't, Monday and Tuesday, my body hurts. So I didn't stitch on the 10th or 11th. And then I worked on Patriotic Town on Wednesday. I didn't stitch, but I did read on Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, I worked. The following that Sunday, the 16th, was Father's Day, which I had an awesome time with my husband. We went to church, and then after church, well, one of the things I'm thankful for is my husband had a very cheap date. So we got up early in the morning. We went to McDonald's. We each had a Egg McMuffin and a cup of coffee. That was our breakfast for Father's Day. We went to church. After church, we went to the gun range because the gun range was offering an hour of free shooting for fathers, and then the companions was like half price or something like that. So we went to the gun range, and after that we came home. We had a very relaxing time. For dinner, I cooked him one of his favorite meals because that's what he wanted, and it was a nice, beautiful, quiet Father's Day. So I really enjoyed it, and I was not going to stitch on Father's Day because so then on the 17th and the 18th I worked. On the 19th I worked on I stitched on Tiny Town. On the Thursday, Friday, I stitched on Tiny Town. I worked, and then on Saturday I worked and had the fabric dyeing party. On Sunday, I Zoomed with my stitchy friends at Shalene's Creativity Room. I forgot to say that Thursday morning, I did stitch with my friends at Craft and Books. Look them up. Look for Craft and Books on Facebook, or I think Shalene has a Shalene's Creativity Room. If not, she's on FlossTube, and you can just send her a text telling her you're interested in the Zooms. I'm pretty sure she can provide that information. Anyway, so I had a blast on Sunday with Shalene and Deanne and all of that, and Danielle and Deanne and all of the other ladies in there. And then today's Monday. So my plans are to finish this hopefully short video, work on one of my whips, because Shalene throws out a focus piece kind of a thing every month, and for the month of June is praiseworthy stitches, anything purchased in Etsy or Bella Filipina, and you can do also a theme, which is this time it's a beach theme. So I'm going to be working on Maidens of the Season from Bella Filipina. I'm going to be working on Mill Hill Monday today with the beach sampler. I'm hoping to work on Seside Tiny Town sometime this week. And I also want to try to work on, I purchased a pattern on Etsy, and I want to work on it for my daughter to honor her and her wife. And since this is Pride Month and Pride Day is on Friday, I want to be able to do that. So that's my plan for now. Anyway, remember, my stitchy friends, this too shall pass. They may not be good. Let me phrase that. Let me repeat that. Every day may not be good, but there's good in every day. And all is well. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye.